1 minute. 1 minute. And by the way, your goalie played not bad.
Howie, say hi. Howie, say hi to him.
How you doing, Don?
I have seen hockey goalies have slightly worse games. Unbelievable, and you were all unbelievable. And that team is pretty good you played. I don't know if it's not going to begin anytime soon, right? And, you know, I tell you what, I just told my people 2 minutes ago, I didn't know they'd be calling. I said, we're giving the State of the Union speech on Tuesday night. I could send a military plane or something, but if you would like to, it's the coolest night, it's the biggest.
We're in.
Yeah.
Can you pick us up in Miami on Tuesday morning?
Yeah, Tuesday morning. Close the northern border.
After Team USA won, the President of the United States would go on to diss the women's hockey team.
Yeah, we'll get Cash and we'll get the military to get you guys over.
Okay, let's go.
Boys are going to the State of the Union.
The nice thing about being president is I can tell you, you don't have to worry about the weather or landing. So we don't care if it's snowing, if it's the worst blizzard, you'll be sailing through that stuff just like you did on the ice.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Now, we'll do it at the White House anytime. What would really be cool, and we'll do the White House the next day, we'll just have some fun. We have medals for you guys. And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that. I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay?
It would only get worse with the Hughes brothers laughing along. Today, the cleanup session is in full swing.
Quinn, Jack mentioned the celebration you had with the women's hockey team. They've said they're not going to be able to go to the State of the Union tonight. Will you guys be going?
I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but yes, and yeah, we're excited to go. I mean, it's something you you don't get to do. I don't know what today is every Tuesday, but yeah, but it's gonna be special for us. But I'm glad you mentioned the women's team again. We're extremely happy for them. Obviously, a lot going on social media right now surrounding our team and their team.
This is a giant FU to Quinn Hughes, who, get this, might like getting his salad tossed. Now, their mother came to their defense.
I think at the end of the day, it's just about the country. And the moment that these players, both the men and women, can bring so much unity to a group and to a country. People that cheered on that don't watch hockey. People that have politics on one side or on the other side. And that's all both the men's team and the women's team care about. If you could see what we see from the inside.
Stop here. We did, though. Like, we saw Cash Patel, all 5'0" of him, a man in a position of power to actually do something about a global pedophile ring. And instead, he sat on his hands and literally kicked his feet up. And he has slammed beers like he played for the team. And in that call, we saw the deep-seated misogyny in not just the president, but the players and even some coaches in their reaction. And we even heard Brady Tkachuk say, close the northern border. He is the captain of the Senators in Ottawa. He plays north of the border. So, I mean, we actually saw inside, and it is disgusting.
It's telling women everywhere that your excellence is conditional, that your success is smaller, that it's only important if a man deems it to be so. I'm sure you've seen that clip of Team USA and Trump making light of the fact that the women's hockey team was also invited to the White House. And this is not about party lines. It's not a partisan issue. It's about the message it's sending. When a woman wears USA across her chest to represent this country, it means just as much as a man doing it. It's the same 5 a.m. practices, the same sacrifices that they're making, the same pressure that they're under to perform at the highest level. And guess what? The jersey doesn't recognize your gender. And when that achievement becomes a joke, that sends a message. Because young women are watching, and now I'm thinking about my daughters. What are they learning in that moment? That even if you're the best of the best, you've reached the highest level of competition, your successes and your accomplishments, they still come with an asterisk. It's telling women everywhere that your excellence is conditional, that your success is smaller, that it's only important if a man deems it to be so. This is not just about hockey. This is about young women believing that they're only allowed to be a certain amount of successful, that their accomplishments can only get so far, but they will never outweigh that of their male counterparts. If our culture shrugs at women winning on the world stage, that trickles down everywhere. As the father of 2 daughters, I'm not okay with that, and you shouldn't be okay with this either.
One hockey podcast meeting the moment.
Someone's got to say Cash Patel can't come in. When you bring the literal FBI director who is viewed widely, globally, as a like MAGA puppet, then we have to talk about that guy's there, and then it becomes political. This Cash Patel thing, man. That was avoidable.
Definitely. He's not a background character in the scene. He is a main character in the celebration of Team USA moments after they won their first fucking gold medal in 46 years.
My only real reaction to all of this is like, Cash Patel, you're a nerd. Like, that guy you're not cool. I have such, especially when I was a kid, like such a reverence for athletes. These guys are cool to me. And you're hanging out with losers. Like,
and I feel like nobody wants sports to be detached from politics as much as athletes do. And whenever they're asked about politics, they give like these nothing burger answers most of the time just so that they can like stay away from it. And then the second that they have the biggest accomplishment of their athletic lives, they invite a guy in who inherently makes the conversation turn political and puts them in a place where they don't want to be.
The show, What Chaos?
Jones once said it. Democrats are evil, Republicans are evil, but only one party is actively making it harder for you to vote. Like, I don't, ultimately, at the end of the day, don't give too much about who's good and who's bad. I care about how it affects, I hardly care how it affects me. I care how it affects the masses, how it affects people that are disadvantaged, because I have a heart. Sue me. I'm a woke lib, and I don't find your dumb jokes funny. And I, more importantly, don't give a solitary what you think. You're a goddamn bootlicker who, like, I don't give a There's people in the chat calling me woke, calling me stupid, calling me I don't give a solitary. I think at the end of the day, people that disagree with me on this stuff are dumb. You're a stupid person. I think you're stupid. You could think I'm stupid, but I don't give a about your opinion. And the fact that you're in this chat or on Twitter saying that I'm stupid means that you clearly give about mine. I wouldn't watch your goddamn podcast, and you're here watching ours. So go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Sean.
The women, meanwhile, are having their say. They declined the invitation, or whatever invitation they received to the State of the Union. No shock there. They did, however, get a different invitation from one half of Public Enemy, Flavor Flav. Meanwhile, you know who's been really silent? Riley Gaines, the Protect Women's Sports person and the Protect Women's Sports crowd, and we must protect the sanctity of women's sports. You guys are silent in all of this. When a woman is disrespected for being an athlete, for playing sports, I thought you guys stood up for her, but no, it was just about going after trans people and the LGBTQ plus community. And my God, it was sincerely a grift. Some have even dunked on the viewership numbers between the WNBA and National Hockey League, to each their own, of course. Now, the Hugheses would try their best to right a wrong here. Speaking to the Daily Mail, Jack would say, people are so negative out there, and they're just trying to find a reason to put people down and make something out of almost nothing. Our relationship with them over the course of being in the Athletes Village, I think we're so tight with their group. After we won the gold medal, we were in the cafeteria at 3 a.m. in the morning with them, and we go from there, pack our bags, we're on the bus. People are so negative about things. I think everyone in that locker room knows how much we support them, how proud we are of them. I'd like to give a big congratulations for sharing a cafeteria with a woman. It's a big step. People are so negative online. My brother in Christ, have some introspection. Try to understand where people are coming from instead of digging your heels in there, because, my God, you are muddying them even more than they have to be. They are getting roasted in their comments section for the videos that came out, rightfully. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.